Oh yes, wonderful viewers, it's me, Bonus Matop here at KISA Projects. Remember, KISA Projects is a home for entrepreneurs located in KOMAMBOGA or KUMUKAAGA along GAYAZA Road. Basically, today I'm here to give you a thorough review on how high-end, quite round bar soap can be manufactured, either for home consumption or even for commercial benefits. Here with me, I have a sample bar of soap that was manufactured in the course of training. Just one of our trainees who enrolled with us in the course that we termed as the science behind quality round bar soap production. Remember, here at KISA Projects, we have 3 sessions of the soap making, and the first session is what we call the science behind quality round bar soap production. That session we charge 150,000 Ugandan shillings, and the cost of learning for that session is just 4 hours a single day. In the course of training, we manufacture with you 1 bar of soap weighing 1 kilogram. We have also another round bar soap manufacturing session which we call the kit training. With that session, you have to first purchase our kit of 1.9 million Ugandan shillings. After purchasing that kit, then you go further and you pay 250,000 Ugandan shillings for that kit training. And the course of training, we manufacture with you 20 bars of soap, and you'll be in position to own those bars. So you move out with those bars at the end of this course. However, that course lasts for 3 days. In that kit, there are certain tools or equipment that you have to go back at home with to help you start the business. And the last session is the KPAD soap making training. There you pay 3 million Ugandan shillings, and we manufacture with you 20 bars of soap, each bar weighing 1 kilogram. That kind of training lasts for 3 days, and still we give you a package of more 20 bars of soap, a package of more chemicals that are worth manufacturing of 20 bars of soap, each bar weighing 1 kilogram. Those ones who want to enter into the soap manufacturing business for commercial benefits, we urge you that you purchase our KPAD soap production kit. Ever since we introduced the KPAD soap production kit, none of our participants has bought one and failed to succeed in the soap production business. Hands up or thumbs up for those who have managed to purchase our KPAD soap production kit. We have grown a number of successful entrepreneurs in this business. We are home for entrepreneurs, and with us, no one can be too young to own a company. We are located in KOMAMBOGA or KUMUKAAGA along GAYAZA Road. To cut the long story short, let me start by defining what's meant by the term soap. Scientifically, soap is referred to as a salt of fatty acids that is manufactured through a chemical process known as saponification. Soap is a salt. So when I say a salt, I'm meaning soap. Soap is a salt of fatty acids that is manufactured through a chemical process known as saponification, which means that for me to come up with this salt of fatty acids, I have to undergo through a chemical process known as saponification. So the question can be, then what is saponification? Scientifically, saponification refers to the grouping of a strong alkaline solution with fatty acids to form a salt. The grouping of a strong alkaline solution with fatty acids to form a salt. So when I get my strong alkaline solution and I group it with fatty acids, I come up with a salt. So it's like I'm bringing also another new word in the definition of the word saponification: fatty acids. Another question can come that then what are fatty acids? Now these fatty acids are carboxylic acids of long aliphatic chains, some of which are saturated and some of which are unsaturated. They are 8 in number but subgrouped into 2 types, 4 of them being saturated and 4 of them being unsaturated. However, you can neither see these fatty acids nor touch them, but the end results, our soap should be a salt of fatty acid, which means in our soap we should be having those 8 fatty acids, 4 of them being saturated and 4 of them being unsaturated. It is these fatty acids that will determine the quality of our soap. For instance, when you get your sample product and take it to the authorities in charge of certifying your product towards the end users, as in when you take your product to the National Bureau of Standards, for them to guarantee your product safe and effective to the end users, they will measure the total fatty matter percentage of your product. And the higher the total fatty matter percentage of your product, the more quality your soap will be, and vice versa. For instance, here in Uganda, our soap is categorized in only just 2 two grades. There's what we call grade 1 soap, which is commonly termed as pure rounded bar soap, and grade 2 soap, which is commonly termed as the built stroke rounded bar soap. So for your soap to range in the grade 2 soap, it should have a total fatty matter percentage that ranges between 50% to 61%. So if you're manufacturing your soap and you calculate your TFM percentage ranging between 50 to 61%, then you are manufacturing grade 2 soap. And that soap is, you can as well term it as the built stroke filled rounded bar soap. However, on the other hand, if you're manufacturing your soap and try to calculate your total fatty matter percentage and hence it is ranging between 62% and high, then you are manufacturing grade 1 soap, which is commonly termed as pure rounded bar soap. So whatever grade of soap you're manufacturing, still you have to undergo through saponification. With saponification, you get the strong alkaline solution. We group it with fatty acids. Now, if you can't see nor touch these fatty acids, how will you know that I have fatty acids in my end product? This is how we shall know that we have fatty acids in our product. Now, these fatty acids are found in lipids that have a known saponification value. Remember, saponification is the process that drives us to the end product, which is a sort of fatty acids. So once I know the saponification value of these lipids, I will be certain with the amount of a strong alkaline solution I need to saponify a certain amount of lipids. Hence, I will just remain with fatty acids in my soap. For instance, in my product here, I have fatty acids, but I don't have a strong alkaline solution in it. Hence, I also don't have lipids in it. For instance, if I get my soap like this, I don't advise you to do what I'm going to do, but for the sake of assuring to you that this soap is highly effective and user-friendly and is of good quality and grade 1 soap, I'm going to put my tongue on the soap. When I put my tongue on the soap, I feel nothing. It's like I'm just licking on a plastic. I can't feel any charge of the soap on my tongue. This is a clear indication that I don't have any alkalines remaining in my soap. All those alkalines were saponified in the course of saponifying the lipids. Hence, I have a user-friendly end product. So, what are these fatty acids and what are their functions towards the end product? Now, we have said that these fatty acids are classified into two, 4 of them being saturated and 4 of them being unsaturated. Now, the 4 saturated fatty acids will give us hardiness, which defines the firmness of a soap. But in this, a good bar of soap should be strong, mild, and durable. When I get my soap here and try to compress it, I feel like the soap is highly strong. However, when I try to over-compress it, I feel some sort of softness into my product, which we call mildness. Or when I try to bang it down, it doesn't sound like a metal. It sounds like soap. That is mild. Then durability, the soap lasts long in the wash solution. There are very many people there who manufacture soap when they can't touch their soap like this and shake it like me. When you touch your soap like this and shake it like this, ends up breaking. That means that however much your soap is strong, it's not mild and even it's not durable at all. But this soap is strong, mild, and durable. And that quality, which you call hardness, we get it from the saturated fatty acids. Still, the saturated fatty acids will give us the cleansing. Cleansing refers the ability of the soap to remove oily materials or greasy substances from the areas of application. Simple and straightforward. The ability of the soap to do the cleaning properties. Then quality number 3 is bubbly lather. Now, bubbly lather measures the cleansing abilities of the soap. The higher the bubbly lather percentage of your soap lather, the more cleansing that soap lather is, and vice versa. So all those 3 qualities of a good bar of soap, or properties of a good bar of soap, we get them from the saturated fatty acids. And these saturated fatty acids are melasitic, lauric, stearic, and palmitic. So I have to look for lipids that have that fatty acid content, then I'll put them under using my soap production procedures. Then I also have to look for other lipids which are high in unsaturated fatty acids, and these unsaturated fatty acids are ricinoleic, oleic, linoleic, and linoleic, and this will give me the conditioning properties which determines conditioning refers the amount of moisture left on the skin after rinsing. A good product should leave the skin oily after rinsing. I can even see conditioning before using my product. This is a finished bar of soap, but when I touch it and rub my hands on the soap, I barely see nothing on my hand. When I put soap here on the floor or somewhere down, still doesn't leave any mark of it, which means this soap has good conditioning properties. So when I try to use it on my hands, it will leave my hand moisture lies than not dry. So a good product should leave your skin oily even after rinsing and not dry, and those are the conditioning properties that we need in our soap. And lastly, creamy lather, which stabilizes the nature of the soap lather. Creamy lather stabilizes the nature of the soap lather. Most people there, they just define foaming as foaming, the amount of the foam produced by the soap, the amount of lather produced by the soap. However much foaming is an ethical value that cajoles the consumers into believing that this product is of high quality. Still, you can be having too much foaming in your product when your product has less cleansing abilities, or still you can be having less amount of lather produced by your soap, but when your soap has excessive cleansing abilities, which will end up appearing as harshness on the human skin. So you have to learn to regulate your cleansing properties based on the type of product you are manufacturing. For instance, if I'm manufacturing bathing soaps, I should target to give bathing soap moderate cleansing properties because they are designed to be used on the skin. And on the other hand, if I'm manufacturing to laundry bar soap, then I'll try to give them still moderate cleansing abilities determined to the places of application where my product is going to be used. And on the other hand, if I'm manufacturing soap that are targeted for tough stain removal, those are the kind of product that I will have to give higher cleansing abilities. For instance, like the powdered soaps and other bleach detergents. But for the sake of manufacturing laundry bar soap, I should give it moderate cleansing ability. That's why I have to target the bubbly lather and creamy lather percentage. But still, my soap will be foaming highly well, even more than most commercial soaps you happen to see on the commercial markets. So you should not undermine these 5 properties of a good bar of soap: hardness, cleansing, conditioning, bubbly lather, and creamy lather, and we get them from the 80 fatty acids. However, you should be certain with the saponification value of any lipid you are going to use in your soap production. To define saponification value, it refers to the number of milligrams of a strong alkaline solution required to completely saponify a certain amount of lipids. To cut the long story short, if you want to know more about soap production, and even if you want to get it practically, come here at KISA Projects and we train you. We are always open Monday, Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can even hire us and we come train you from your home. However, special kind of trainings attract higher rates. For those people off borders of Uganda and you want to invite a trainer to come and train you from your home country, there are several terms and conditions that you should put into consideration before we accept your invitation to come and train you from your home. KISA Projects is the home for entrepreneurs located in KOMAMBOGA or KUMUKAAGA along GAYAZA Road. Let's have our sample here. We cut a certain bar from it and we try to sample it to see how it forms and how durable it is and how mild on the skin the soap is. I'm going to buy 2 handkerchiefs, then I try to sample my soap washing those handkerchiefs. I remain your boy Nathan Matovu here at KISA Projects. Stay watching. I'm coming back with a practical bit of what I've just been explaining to you. Thank you for watching. So here are my handkerchiefs. See, the soap is strong but mild. This is what I'm going to use. I dip it there. So first of all, let's witness hardness. The soap is hard. Hard. It forms easily. You may think that I'm using powdered detergent. This is just laundry bar soap, but when I jiggle it into the water starts forming straight away. The soap is creamy. The way it feels on the hand, it runs off quickly from my skin. So let me try to wash these handkerchiefs and we see how it forms. product is forming. So when I smear it on my hand, doesn't bring any color on my hand, which means it is a complete salt. No chemical playing part in the product. It's just a complete salt, free of any chemical. Save for use bubbly. You see those bubbles in the foam, both bubbly and creamy lather. The soap is creamy lathering. So assuming you are a mother at home and this is the product you are using, and the product was manufactured with you yourself, see the amount of foam produced by the soap. Someone may think that I'm using even powdered soap, yet I'm using roundly bar soap. The size of bubbles determines the cleansing properties, which are meant for roundly bar soap, and the soap is creamy. This is our product. This is our product. See how it looks? Very nice. Let me just remove the soap. Let me just wash without soap. Choose the KISA Projects to get it all done by you yourself. See the foam. All this is foam. All this. Only at KISA Projects. Thank you.